Okay, so welcome everyone to Yoga Today. For me, everybody knows how much I love to be vulnerable. I've had a conversation in the last 10 minutes that was where I went into fear response. So right now, I'm pretty jacked up in fight, and a little bit of flight. So today's practice is really about this is why I ice bath, so that we can recognize when we are in reaction. And how is it that we can kindly bring ourselves from that space back into logical thinking? And so that's what today's class is all about, is like how I get out of fight or flight and how I get into logical thinking. So as I mentioned, make sure you have 2 blocks, and if not, that's fine. You can have a pillow or a bolster. And come to a comfortable seat. Roll your shoulders down your spine, rest your hands on your knees or your thighs, and take the first 90 seconds to focus on your breath. So long, slow, deep breaths in, and long, slow, deep breaths out. That first 90 seconds is imperative for your nervous system, right? You have the vagus nerve that comes from the brain and it makes its way all the way throughout your body as a sensory nerve checking in, and it's really responsible for getting you from fight or flight into rest and digest. And that's this practice. So the first 90 seconds is like, I just left that, whatever it was, whether it was upsetting or not, and now I'm here. It's called centering. Long, slow, deep breaths in and out. So the diaphragm has a hole in it, and through it runs the vagus nerve. So when you breathe deeply, like fill up your belly, fill up your ribs, fill up your chest, and then release from the chest, the ribs, and the belly, that actually massages the vagus nerve, which moves you from fight or flight into the rest and digest response. And I want you to take this moment right now to find an affirmation for you to move through this practice. One I'm going to use, I'm safe. I'm safe. Right now, right where I am, even in the conversation, I am safe. And find some compassion and love. That can be a problem for me, of like, everything's okay. Because now is a place where I start to go into like all the things I said wrong. I start feeling really bad. What an idiot. And then gaslighting myself. So I am safe and everything's okay. That's my saying for this practice. I am safe and everything's okay. So whatever your affirmation is, when I say I am safe and I am okay, then I want you to repeat what your affirmation is. I am safe and I am okay. Long, slow, deep breaths in, and long, slow, deep breaths out. I am safe and I am okay. 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 And keep this breath. And on your inhale, bring both of your arms up over your head, reach for the ceiling. And on your exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat, lean over, reach to the side. I am safe, I am okay. Reach both of your knees for the mat. Turn your head and your chest to look up and keep breathing. I am safe and I am okay. Inhale, come back through center, reach both of your arms up over your head, try to touch the ceiling, and then exhale to the other side. I am safe. I am okay. Keep breathing. I am safe. I am okay. I am safe. I am okay. Inhale, come back through center, reach both of your arms up over your head, and then exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Release your hands to the mat below your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, point your fingers towards your body. Try to get your shoulder blades to touch behind your back and lift your chest. I am safe. I am okay. I am safe. I am okay. I am safe. I am okay. Come back to center. Bring your hands to the front of your body. Bring the soles of your feet together in front of you. Pull your heels in towards your groins. Plant your palms on your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold at your hips and come to a forward fold. And keep your spine long, your shoulders away from your ears. Stay with your Ujjayi breath, long, slow, deep breaths in and out. I am safe. I am okay. 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 Long, slow, deep breaths in. Long, slow, deep breaths out. When you're ready, plant your palms on the mat in front of you. Come back up to seated, and then take your blocks. So for me, I hold a lot of tension in my shoulders. And when I'm in a fight or flight response, it's not just me, PS, it's everybody. I tense up. I tense up because I'm ready to fight, ready to protect myself, ready to do whatever. So one of the things that would be very helpful post fight or flight response is to bring yourself out of that tenseness. So supported fish is very helpful. Use the blocks to create a T where the top block is horizontal or parallel to the short edge of your mat. That's going to hold your head. And the second block is vertical, and it's going to go in between your shoulder blades or somewhere around there. And then lower yourself back down, block in between the shoulder blades and other block on the head. And then just find, like, wiggle around and find the space for you that it kind of like hurts good. If you're using a pillow or a bolster, it's a little bit more of a supportive posture. This one can be rather uncomfortable. So it's like, I always call it the ice pick, kind of digging at the mountain of ice I have in my shoulders. So once you're in position, allow your chest to open. So open your heart, breathe. I'm safe and I am okay. I am safe and I am okay. And for me, as I reviewed the events of the situation that I was just in, I mean, usually I gaslight myself and I start picking out, like, that was so not yogi. I got defensive. Like, I did all these, I argued, and I don't like to do any of those things. I kind of like was like, I didn't own everything. So usually I'll be really mean to myself about that. And right now I'm just using it as like an observation. I actually did the best I could in that moment, and everything's okay. Everything's okay. Now that I'm out of the situation, I can come at it from a more yogi perspective. I can look at it in a way of like, okay, how would I like to show up actually with our next conversation? Breathe. I am safe and I am okay. 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 And while I lay here, I can feel the block digging into my shoulder blades, like really just, I can feel it like pressure. Like I know when I move, this is going to be a huge release. In the somatics, right? The feelings of the situation, if I'm not moving the energy through me, it stays in my body. It stays in my body so that I will move through it eventually. And eventually I will, however that may look. But I can do that now in a healthy way. So right now I see the tension in my shoulders. I see it as like a dark mass of unhappiness. And I'm using the block to like push on it. If you're using a pillow, you can think of like you're supporting yourself to recognize the stress in your shoulders. And the support of the block or the bolster or the pillow is it's holding you in space in place, like you're okay. I've got you because I am safe and I am okay. Take one more really deep breath in and let it out very slowly. Take your time. Come all the way up to seated. Oh, yeah, there it is. Cross your legs. Rest your elbows on your knees and let your head hang. Now I'm imagining somatically all that tension, all that dark mass, it's just like like smoke evaporating from my shoulders. Sound is a really healthy way to release energy from your body. Sighing is a way that I do that. It's like all the frustration, all of the unhappiness, all of my disappointment. I'm letting it out through my mouth with the breath. I'm letting go. Breathe. And then when you are ready, remove the blocks from behind you and come up onto all fours. Spread your fingers wide and place your wrists below your shoulders and bring your knees below your hips. Untuck your toes. Put the weight into the tops of your feet. Engage the low belly and the low back, and then keep the engagement. Inhale, bring your belly towards the mat. Look up at the ceiling. Exhale, push the ground away from you. Arch your back, point the top of your head at your mat, and continue to flow. Inhaling through cow and exhaling through cat. Really warm up, lubricate your spine. And from here, keep your lower body just as it is and start to walk your hands forward towards the top of the mat. Bring your chest down towards the ground. So it's like a puppy or a heart melting pose, and either rest your forehead or your chin on the ground. More shoulders. Breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths in. Long, slow, deep breaths out. Take one more breath. I know this is a pretty harsh pose. And then put the weight into the elbows and start to come forward onto your belly. Untuck the toes and then bring your elbows below your shoulders. Plant the palms on the mat. Find a Sphinx pose and relax your whole body. Just notice if you're tensing anywhere. Remember your breath. Long, slow, deep breaths in and out. I am safe and I am okay. And stay present to the sensations in your body. I am safe and I am okay. One more breath. And then bring your hands one on top of the other, the elbows out to the side, and release your head onto your hands. Let go. And lift your head and bring your left arm out to the side, shoulder height, palms face down, and bring your right hand to the mat below your shoulder. And then push up, roll over onto the side. So I'll do this from the front so you can see as well. Right out to the side, shoulder pigeon. And then whatever feels good with the right hand, I like to place it in my low back. Breathe. I am safe and I am okay. I am safe and I am okay. Release your hand back down to the mat below your shoulder and then slowly unravel back to center. Take a few breaths. And then switch sides. Bring the right hand out to shoulder height, palms face down. Put the weight into the hand, roll over onto the right shoulder. And once again, find a pose that feels good to you, whatever feels good with the legs. Breathe.
I am safe and I am okay. I am safe and I am okay. One more breath. Release back down to center. Bring both of the palms below your shoulders. Come up onto all fours. Bring your knees out as wide as your mat, your big toes together. Push your hips over your heels and come into a child's pose. A very nurturing pose. If it feels nice, you can bring your arms back towards the body. What do you need right now? Long, slow, deep breaths in and out. I am safe and I am okay. And if you can, rest your third eye on the mat so that there's pressure on your third eye chakra. This focus, the chakra, is to support you with intention moving forward. All right, so you've been in a situation in which you're activated, and now we're in a space of deactivating or regulating your nervous system. And things don't end here. So, where do you go from here? Know that you have all the answers. Stay with your breath. I am safe and I am okay. I am safe and I am okay. I am safe and I am okay. One more breath. Come back up onto all fours. And then make your way into your Shavasana. On your way there, let your knees fall to one side for a twist. I am safe and I am okay. Lift your knees up to center and then back to the other side. I am safe and I am okay. And then walk your legs out long, hand on your belly, hand on your heart. I am safe and I am okay. 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 Mm. I am safe and I am okay. I am safe and I am okay. Relax your forehead and imagine any tension is dripping down the sides of your head and onto your mat. Relax your eyes, imagining your eyes growing very wide. Relax your cheeks. Feel the tension from the cheeks coming down past the ears to the scalp and onto the mat. Imagine your jaw relaxing. All the tension dripping down onto the mat. Relax your throat and your neck and feel the tension, any tension that may be left from your shoulders dripping onto the mat. Relax your chest and your abdomen. Relax the muscles that run along your spine. Relax your arms and your wrists and your hands. Let your hips be wide. Relax your thighs and your knees, your shins and your calves, your ankles and your feet. I am safe and I am okay. If any emotions are coming up, please release them. If there are tears or hurt or anger, allow it to release from your body, however that may look. Sadness, you may cry. Anger, maybe you grip your fists as hard as you can and tense your arms. fear, open your chest and imagine it just leaving. Sigh. What do you and your body need right now to let go of all that you did feel in the situation you were in? You are valid. You may not be perfect, but everything's okay and you're safe. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Hug your knees up into your chest. Roll from side to side. Eventually rolling all the way over onto one side. Use your bicep as a pillow. Take a breath here. And use the strength of your hand to bring yourself all the way up to seated. And keep your eyes heavy. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. Let it out with a sigh. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands together in the center of your chest. Bow your head. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice this evening. From my heart to yours, namaste. Feel free to listen to the sounds of the sun setting for just a few more minutes. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. It was just what I needed. And hopefully what you needed as well.